One announcement, one partnership, and just like that, the future of Wrexham AFC shifted on its axis. Hollywood glamour meeting Wall Street muscle in a move that'll echo from the racecourse to the Premier League. All right, Wrexham fans, if you've been riding this incredible journey from the National League to the Championship like I have, smash that subscribe button, because what I'm about to tell you changes everything we thought we knew about where this club is headed. Monday, December 8th, 2025. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney did something they've never done before. They brought in outside money. Apollo Sports Capital, an affiliate of one of the world's biggest asset management firms, officially became minority investors in Wrexham AFC. And for the first time since that historic Monday morning in 2020, when two Hollywood actors bought a Welsh football club, Reynolds and Rob aren't going it alone anymore. Now, before anyone panics, Reynolds and McElhenney are still majority shareholders. They're still in control. They're still the gaffers of this operation. But make no mistake, this is monumental. This isn't just about balance sheets and financial backing. This is about ambition. This is about the STOK Kairas redevelopment. This is about that new cop stand that'll turn the racecourse into a proper championship fortress. And most importantly, this is about the Premier League dream that Reynolds and Rob have been talking about since day one. The stakes? Everything we've built over the past 5 years. The Hollywood fairy tale that took us from non-league obscurity to the championship. The global spotlight, the community revival. It's all accelerating now, and there's no turning back. But to understand why this moment matters so much, we need to go back to where it all started. September 2020. Two Hollywood actors with a dream and a documentary crew bought Wrexham AFC when we were languishing in the National League. Most people thought it was a publicity stunt, a vanity project, something they'd get bored of within a year. They proved everyone wrong. National League champions 2023, League Two champions 2024, and now, December 2025, we're in the Championship, the third tier of English football, one promotion away from the Premier League. The rise has been nothing short of extraordinary. Welcome to Wrexham brought global attention. The racecourse became one of the most famous grounds in world football. Players wanted to come here. Fans from across the globe started making pilgrimages to North Wales. But here's what most people don't talk about. That kind of growth costs serious money. The squad wages in the Championship dwarf what we were paying in League Two. The stadium needs upgrading to meet top-flight standards. The training facilities require investment. And the STOK Kairas redevelopment? That's not a minor renovation. That's a complete transformation that'll cost tens of millions. Reynolds and McElhenney have reportedly put over £10 million of their own money into the club. They've been brilliant custodians. But even Hollywood money has limits when you're trying to take a club from the National League to the Premier League in 5 years. Behind the scenes, conversations were happening. The owners knew that to achieve their Premier League dream, to really do it properly, sustainably, they needed partners. Not just any partners, but world-class investors who understood the vision, who got what makes Wrexham special. Enter Apollo Sports Capital. Launched just this past September, they're not some fly-by-night operation. This is an affiliate of Apollo, a global asset management firm worth billions. And here's the kicker. They're already the majority shareholders in Atletico Madrid. They know football, they know ambition, they know what it takes to compete at the highest level. The timing wasn't random. The Championship is brutal. Financially, competitively, physically, it's a meat grinder. And Wrexham, for all our Hollywood backing and global fame, we're still the new kids trying to survive amongst clubs with decades of second-tier experience and parachute payments from the Premier League. Monday morning, the announcement dropped.
Apollo Sports Capital, officially announced as minority investors in Wrexham AFC. Reynolds and McElhenney released a joint statement and every word mattered. From day one, we wanted to build a sustainable future for Wrexham Association Football Club and to do it with a little heart and humour. There it is. Sustainability. That's the word that should excite every Wrexham supporter. Not a quick cash injection, not a gamble, sustainable growth. But then came the line that sent shivers down every Red Dragons fan's spine. The dream has always been to take this club to the Premier League while staying true to the town. The Premier League, they said it, not as some distant fantasy, but as the actual plan. And now with Apollo behind them, it's not just Hollywood dreaming, it's Wall Street backing. The statement continued, growth like that takes world-class partners who share our vision and ambition, and Apollo absolutely does. World-class partners, vision, ambition. These aren't just buzzwords. Ryan and Rob have known Al Tylis, Apollo Sports Capital CEO, for years. This wasn't some desperate scramble for investment. This was strategic, calculated, the kind of move that serious football clubs make when they're planning for the top flight. Apollo's Lee Solomon responded with equal ambition. This is a multifaceted investment where Apollo Sports Capital can provide long-term, patient capital to help Wrexham reach its goals. Patient capital, long-term. That's what separates the gamblers from the real investors. Apollo isn't here for a quick flip. They're here for the journey. And here's what nobody's talking about. The first priority, the Stoke Kairas redevelopment. That new cop stand isn't just about capacity. It's about creating a fortress, a stadium worthy of Premier League football, because that's where we're headed. Ryan Reynolds characteristically let his social media do some of the talking. Hours after the announcement, he shared Wrexham AFC's Instagram post welcoming Apollo Sports Capital. No lengthy caption, just a simple share. But the message was clear. This is real, this is happening, and we're all in. Wrexham supporters, the reaction's been fascinating. On social media, you've got fans absolutely buzzing. One comment on Reynolds' Instagram summed it up perfectly. The road to PL needs sponsor. This is the road Rex Pool. The optimism, the belief, it's infectious. But there's been caution too. Some supporters worry about outside investment, even minority stakes. We've seen what happens when billionaires lose interest in football clubs. But here's the difference. Reynolds and Rob remain in control. Majority shareholders. This isn't a takeover, it's reinforcements. The local media in Wrexham has been largely positive. The Leader, our local paper, covered it extensively. The narrative? This is what ambition looks like. This is what staying true to the Premier League dream requires. Nationally, pundits are taking notice. Wrexham isn't just the Hollywood story anymore. We're becoming a serious football project backed by serious money. Apollo's involvement with Atletico Madrid adds credibility. These aren't investors looking for a documentary subplot. They're here because they see potential. So what does this actually mean for Wrexham AFC? Everything. First, the Stoke Kairas becomes world-class. That new cop stand, the stadium redevelopment, it's all accelerated now. We're building infrastructure for the Premier League before we even get there. That's how you do it sustainably. Second, transfer windows just got more interesting. With patient capital backing Reynolds and Rob, we can compete for better players. Not recklessly, but smartly. Phil Parkinson can build a squad capable of not just surviving the championship, but challenging for promotion. Third, this sends a message to the football world. Wrexham isn't going away. We're not a flash in the pan. We're not the plucky underdog content with championship survival. We're building something that'll last decades. But here's what really matters: staying true to the town. Reynolds and Rob said it in their statement, and it's non-negotiable. This club's identity, its connection to the Wrexham community, the working-class values that make us who we are, that doesn't change. Apollo gets it. They're not here to turn us into a soulless franchise. They're here to help us achieve something special while keeping everything that makes Wrexham, Wrexham. From Hollywood to Wall Street to the racecourse ground, this is the Wrexham story now. It's bigger than anyone imagined back in 2020, but it's still ours, still authentic, still rooted in a Welsh town that's seen this club through every high and low for over 160 years. Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney took a gamble on Wrexham. Now they've found partners who believe in that same gamble. And together, they're building something that'll make history. A club that went from the National League to the Premier League while keeping its soul intact. That's the dream. And with Apollo Sports Capital on board, it just became a hell of a lot more real. Let me know in the comments, are you excited about Apollo's investment or worried about outside money? Hit like if you're back in Reynolds, Rob, and this incredible journey no matter what. Come on, you Reds, the best is yet to come.